Welcome, everyone. Good to be here. Good to see your faces. Beginning of session is always a time of excitement, really, and wonder, I might say. Universe shifts a bit. Just talking to the teachers, we got a earthquake alert. An earthquake alert in Sonoma County takes over your phone, starts, amps up the volume, and says, "Drop and take cover now." It's very exciting, but nothing happened. So, but I thought, Tess said, the universe notices when we're having sessions. Indeed, we are. We're going to pick up an old koan story. That's in the two major koan collections are the Blue Cliff Record and the Book of Serenity. And it's in both those books, so people didn't consult each other, but sometimes they just picked the same koan because they thought it was great, And it's build me a seamless tomb, a seamless monument. And the emperor asked the national teacher, Huizhong. Huizhong had been the student of a great figure in Zen. He was himself a great figure, but Huinong, who was the sixth of the great ancestors after Bodhidharma in China. And the national teacher would identify someone who seemed to be very good in the Dharma and had a good, would be identified as someone who seemed to be good in the Dharma and had a good reputation. The emperor, being very interested in status, always wanted the best teacher to come to the capital. And Huizhong was funny because he kept holding out and saying, I can't like my mountain, actually. 9 yet, no, none. But eventually he weakened, and there were a couple of different emperors. He held out in the first one and eventually surrendered as he got older. And the son of the first emperor then invited him in, which is probably who Huizong is. Suzong is. So Suzong asked the national teacher, Huizong, what should I do after you die? So he's already getting a bit old. After you die, what should I do? And one of the books that collects his story says he doesn't have any problems now. It's like us. There's not really a problem yet. And the national teacher said, build a seamless monument, a seamless tomb for me. Which didn't make a lot of sense to the emperor. So he said, what should the design of the tomb be? And the national teacher was silent for a long time, just sat there without speaking. Just the way we do in meditation, just sit here without speaking. And the whole universe attends us. So then the national teacher said, do you understand? And the emperor said, no, I don't, which is a common thing for emperors to do in the koan collections. And the national teacher said, well, I have I have the success of this really good student named Danyuan. And he knows all about this sort of thing. What to do when you die. And so he said, why don't you ask him about it when the time comes. And after the national teacher died, the emperor summoned Danyuan and asked him what the teacher meant. Danyuan said, "In the center of the country, there's enough gold to fill the whole land. Beneath a shadowless tree, a tree with no shadow, beneath a shadowless tree, in the vast emptiness, beneath a shadowless tree, there's a community ferry boat where we all gather and go across to the other side. Beneath the shadowless tree, there's a community ferry boat. In the Emerald Temple, there's no knowledge and no one who knows." A lot of people who've been here for a very long time, and we're here at the beginning of PCI. But also there are a lot of new people, and so nice seeing you and sneaking a peek at your faces. So thank you for coming, and old friends and new friends. So good to do this together. So let me talk a bit about, if you don't know what to do, we're fairly light on meditation instructions. There are two ways of teaching meditation. One is to give very minute instructions, like the first people who taught me actually were Tibetan. They said, always put your tongue at the roof of your mouth, the tip of your tongue, and leave it there for the first few hours. And there are many things to try, or breathe a certain way. And there are many things to try, and I probably tried most of them, and many I don't try them anymore. So what I do is I trust the universe to hold me. And it does. And I keep company with the koan. So that's the thing to do. And assume that the universe loves you. And which is actually true. And that you yourself are an expression of the universe. Not only the universe loves you, the nice thing about being in session, in retreat at your home, is you'll notice my living room loves me, my vacuum cleaner loves me, my teapot loves me. And it's a nice thing to be welcome in the world. That's something we're understanding, to be welcome in the world. And we chose this koan because it's got a sort of mixture of silence, the Zen master says something like typically enigmatic, "Build a seamless tomb for me." And the emperor goes, "Huh?" And the Zen master sits there for a while. And then he says, "Do you understand?" The emperor says, "No." So in that silence is meditation. And then the teacher says these great things, And so in the middle of the land, in the center of the country, somewhere in Kansas, probably, I don't know where the center of the country is. In the center of the country, there's gold enough to fill the whole land, gold. So wherever you look, it's gold. It's kind of nice, And we kind of know that, one of the commentaries says, "Breaking a branch of a jewel, each inch is precious. Cutting sandalwood, each bit is fragrant." And one of the teachers in our lineage, one of the old Japanese teachers, had a stick. Where's my stick when I want it? So he had a stick, and he said, if you cut it here, it's gold. If you cut it here, it's gold. All the way along, it's gold. And that's you, your life. All the way along, it's gold. And so there we are. The phone rings during Zazen. Gold. There was a gas leak of some kind right in my neighborhood. And probably a major gas leak, but I don't smell anything. If I explode, Tess will take over. She's far from the gas leak. Could be worse ways to go, I guess. And I've been getting all these phone messages coming through. Fortunately, most of them are shut off. But it's great. People love me. They love my gas leak. We love each other. We check on each other. It's very good. So, and then there's another kind of rather wonderful one. The Chan Master said, in the eyes, it's called seeing. This is the great, mysterious jewel, the gold that we all have in the eyes. It's called seeing. Look, use your eyes. Look, there it is. You look at people on the screen. It's great. There they are. They're gold too. And in the ears, it's called hearing. But tell me, in the eyebrows, what is it called? It's like, I think these dopey questions. And in sorrow we grieve. And there was a long silence. In sorrow we grieve together. In happiness we rejoice together. Everyone knows the useful function, but they don't know the useless great function. The great point of Zen is it's just here. But tell me, what was it? There was an old story about someone brushing his eyebrows. Some disciple of the Buddhist brushing his eyebrows. He had long eyebrows. His eyebrows with his hand. He says, what was the meaning of that? He brushed his eyebrows. And then he says, cat. So it's like, you're hoping he would be helpful. Cat. So Tess often, actually, you often notice cats. Do you have a cat, Tess? She has eyebrows. So yeah, so cat. I think it's nice to know that there's gold in everything. In the difficult things. When you're dying, it's gold. And so when I'm gone, when I've died, when you've died, what will I do? And it's one of those things, you can spend a lot of time worrying about death, but oh well. It's like cat. It's just here. And and then the infinite bardos, rebirths, all that. At the moment, it's gold. And beneath the tree with no shadow. Beneath the tree with no shadow. The community ferry boat. I think it's a wonderful image for the temple, the community ferry boat. There are 51 people on the community ferry boat right now. Tells us of that. So here we are. Yeah, the community ferry boat. It's sort of wonderful. And we're all crossing together to the other side, crossing to freedom together, crossing to delight. Well, that's what we meditate for. We don't meditate to feel that, we just meditate to be here in the center of things, center of the universe with the goal. And there are some other interesting, fun comments on this koan. This book sort of accumulated, and someone gathered the koans, and then a few centuries after they'd been made, and then a poet commented on them. And the poet's the person who gathered all the koans. It's his kind of fault, really, I suppose. And he said, "A single hand does not make a sound in vain." So here we have our one hand again. You hold it up for this. There we are. It's on the screen now. Hold up your hand. There you are. One hand. See, it doesn't make a sound in vain. And Zoom is trying to help me and says, this person raised their hand, that person raised their hand. It's great. So let's do it again. Just not in vain. Nothing you do, and it fills the universe. Yeah, your hand. Yeah. Zoom's working hard for us, our little AIs. But we're free. In that hand is eternity. Everything is there. Sound of one hand. And then the poet says, that's a staff straight from the mountains. Yeah, it's nothing artificial about it. Sort of staff you make in my little local park, it says, always carry a staff because of the mountain lions. And I always think, oh shit, I should have brought a staff. And go on moving. But yeah, always carry a staff. Straight from the mountains because of Zen. That's why. The Zen staff. And the sea is calm, the river is clear. In the community ferry boat, the sea is calm, the river is clear. You're crossing right now, and it's calm and clear. And then he says, in the Emerald Temple, there's no knowledge and no one who knows. It's a great image, the temple made of this great jewel. And there's nothing to know. It's complete spaciousness and freedom. No knowledge and no one who knows. And then the poet says, he really held it up for us. It's kind of excitedly. Here it is again. So here, he really held it up for us. So I think that, I don't know, all times are difficult. Death is always close to everyone. I had a friend who was dying, and I was really close to him. Actually, he wanted to spend time with my daughter when she was very, very young. He was babysitting. I thought, oh, well. I said, I wonder how it'll be for her getting close to him and having him die. And so I asked her, how will it be for you? She said, "Oh, I like him. It'd be nice to spend time with him." So she did. You never know if those decisions are correct, can you? So, and people would come in and sympathize with him. And he'd say, "Well, we're all dying, aren't we? But we're just haggling about the timing." So if you ever worry about um, dying, you just think, "Oh, I'm just haggling about the timing." It's the gift that makes our lives deep and strange, really, and also makes them this, utterly this again, this. And this koan is actually, it's a rather flowery version of that koan where, the teacher says something incomprehensible and everyone looks to the teacher and says, "What?" And the teacher says, "This, just this." It's always this. The cat says that too. The cat says this. The dog says this. And the tree too. The tree which also loves you. This, this. The season, the spring. It's all this.